Clutch Trucker is filmed before a live studio audience. That's Rusty. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Going back over some of my dash cam videos, the ones I save, and I have some stuff from Brooklyn. This was from a couple of weeks ago when it was my second time delivering out to Long Island and picking up in Brooklyn in the last few weeks. And I just thought I'd let you know, if you've never had to drive through Brooklyn, never had to pick up there, don't know what a headache that place is, still the videos make it look actually not as bad as it is. And that's because there's the long angle lens, so it can see a lot more, long and wide angle. So it doesn't look like people are cutting me off quite as bad as they are. And it doesn't look like, I'm about to crash into people and other cars and stuff as much as it seemed at the time. But I just wanted to show you how ridiculous Brooklyn is. Trying to drive a big truck through Brooklyn, New York is insane. It's just insane because everybody else driving through there, you got these other buses, you got cars, and you got these, they're not even really buses, but they're, like you more see at hotel resorts, a van with, a bigger box on the back to hold more passengers. These guys are insane. So I've got a couple examples of these guys just, whipping around traffic, cutting everybody else off. There's one where a guy just drives down the wrong side of the road just to get around everybody. I mean, the rules, driving rules don't apply in Brooklyn. You're lucky to get in and out of there alive without getting crashed or hit. One thing I always notice when I'm in the Brooklyn, Long Island, Bronx area, a lot of people have on the back of their cars a big rubber thing that they stick into the trunk area with little straps that hangs down over their bumper, because that's how often you get rear-ended in the New York boroughs area. A lot. And it comes to the point where now somebody has decided, here's a good product to sell. They sell this rubber thing to stick over your bumper so it won't mar it up when people keep running into you, which happens a lot there because people are insane in that area. It's just freaking ridiculous. So I thought I'd show you some videos of that. And also this dock I had to back into in Brooklyn when I had to pick up, like the second time I was there. At least this time it wasn't nasty recycled cans. This one was actually cosmetic products, I think. But to get into the dock, you got to back across a major roadway right in front of the building. There's no room outside of that. Once you're even in the dock, you're sitting on the sidewalk. I mean, how they allow this to happen, I don't understand. You shouldn't allow big trucks in there. That's what they should just do, is they should just ban anything over, like 20 feet long from the Brooklyn area. They should just ban it. And then, we can bring stuff to cross docks in New Jersey, and then little trucks can bring the rest of the stuff in and out. Really, it's ridiculous. So I'm just kind of going to try to show some of that if I possibly can. Let's start it out. All right, watch this moron here. Instead of just sliding over, they slam on their brakes first, so I damn near bounce off of them. I have to slam on my brakes. This is just trying to get from Long Island over to Brooklyn. Okay, now you can see I was stuck behind a UPS guy who's making deliveries, and he just parks in the travel lane. And then I'm trying to get around that, and as you can see, driving through Brooklyn, you've got people all over the place, a bus almost turning right in front of me there, and you're going down a very narrow lane, just trying to make it through the damn city without getting munched. Okay, you'll love this one. See the guy going by in the left turn only lane? No, he's just whipping down that lane so he can get in front of all of us trying to go through the through lane, and he's going to jump in front of everybody else because apparently in Brooklyn, yes, none of those rules of driving seem to matter. He just jumps in front of everybody. Gotta love it. Okay, so you can see ahead of me here, traffic is stopped. I'm trying not to block the intersection. Once it starts to roll again, I try to start moving again, and yet somebody decides to cut me off right in front of me. Well, I keep on going, and now take a look to the left. Watch to the left. Oh, who's this? He's going down the wrong side of the road. That happens all the time in Brooklyn. Okay, I've already done the difficult part, which is trying to block the entire road to back basically into the dock I need to get into. Now I need to pull forward again so I can try to angle it right and get right into the dock, which is just right next to the truck, right next to me. And I'm trying to pull forward. Of course, have to block the entire road again. Is there anyone out there to help me? No. You have to block an entire road all on your own in Brooklyn because Brooklyn sucks. And so here I am trying to back finally into my dock at this place where I'm picking up in Brooklyn. Once I finally get backed all the way in, I'm still not completely off of the street. I'm sitting on the sidewalk, and I'm going to try to put a picture in to show you exactly that. I'm still almost backed in. We're getting there just a little bit further, and you'll be able to see the truck right next to me as we had to back into this dock across this freaking road in Brooklyn because Brooklyn. Okay, here you can see I'm parked on the freaking sidewalk in Brooklyn, even though I'm already backed into the dock as far as I can go because Brooklyn sucks. So, just kind of wanted to put this video together to show those of you that if you've never gone into the Brooklyn area and you can possibly avoid it, do. It's just freaking ridiculous. I've had some loads recently that paid really well going out to Long Island. But then the problem is getting back out. And you usually have to go to Brooklyn to pick up. And getting back out, it takes an entire day in and out. You're stuck in traffic for hours. People are idiots and morons. I've had most of my videos I posted on my channel with people cutting me off and being ridiculous. We're in the Long Island, Bronx, Brooklyn area. Because they're all idiots and arseholes. Anyway, so just hopefully that shows you why you don't want to go there unless it really, really, really pays well. And me personally, I've kind of had my fill of that area lately. So I've told my dispatchers, no. One of my dispatcher tried to almost send me there just yesterday. And, but he was saying he wants at least $1,200 for me to drive out there. And I'm like, yeah, at least that. I was only 100 miles away. But, he wanted $1,200 for me to go out there, and I think that's fair. Because it takes an entire day. The headaches and the hassles are redonkulous. So they didn't want to pay that. We didn't do that. Ended up picking up another load in Reading, Pennsylvania, which of course they took 6.5 hours to load me last night. Thank you. Had to do some log magic, and now here I am in Columbia City, Indiana, off Highway 30. I've got 3 stops tomorrow, 1 in Illinois in the Chicago area, 2 in Wisconsin, 1 near Kenosha, 1 near Milwaukee, and then the final stop on Friday further up into Wisconsin, way up in the cheesehead infested country. Gotta love it. That's trucking, baby. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please subscribe. I've been kind of stalled at 21 subscribers for a while. I would like to bump that up if I could. Like, ring the bell, please comment if you would like to. Sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. As always, clutch out.